void relation on A is defined as if no element of A is related to any other element of A, then only you can say that this is void relation. Consider the relation R on the set A. This is set A given, defined by R, and the relation is defined by this point, that R is equal to A comma B, such that A minus B equal to 12. We observe that A minus B is not equal to 12, as we can see here. If I consider A minus B, if I subtract 1 from 5 also, I am getting 4. But here it is given that, or it is defined as A minus B equal to 12, but that is not possible. So for any two elements, that is for, what I am doing is I am subtracting these two. The least the maximum number I am getting, the maximum value I am getting is 5 minus 1. Therefore that is not equal to 12 of A. Any two elements of A. Therefore AB that does not belongs to R for any AB belongs to A. That means AB does not belongs to R. That means the relation whatever it is getting is not belongs to this relation and AB, whereas AB belongs to this set A. So that implies R does not contains any elements of A cross A. That is very true, and therefore R is empty set and R is void relation on A. So this is void relation. You can make a note of that. Next is universal relation. We will see universal relation. So this is universal relation. What is the universal relation? So let us consider A be a set, then A cross A, that is a subset of A cross A. We have seen that phi, that is A cross, that is subset of A cross A, and also we can see that entire the element of A cross A is also one of the subset of itself. So we are considering that only, and so it is a relation on A. Definitely A cross A is relation on A itself. This relation is called universal relation. On other hands, a set A is a relation on A if each element of A is related to every element of A. Consider the relation R on the set A. This relation R on set A. Set A is given as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and it is defined as the relation R such that AB belongs to R. We are writing a paired, ordered pair. Cross product we are Cartesian product we are finding, that is AB belongs to R, such that A minus B is greater than 0. Whatever I am taking, definitely because of modulus sign is there, modulus of A minus B is greater than 0. Definitely that is very true. That is least to least what it can be possible is 0, or that's why it is greater than or equal to 0. 1 minus 1 is 0, so it is equal to 0, and 2 minus 1 is 1, and 1 minus 2 is minus 1, and we are considering the modulus, therefore we will get plus 1. Definitely that will be greater than 0. So likewise we observe that this one, modulus of A minus B, that is greater than or equal to 0 for all. This symbol is known as for all. For all A B, for all value of A B that belongs to A. So here we have a lot of values, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if any value you can consider on the place in the place of A and B, you will get the value as greater than 0 only, greater than or equal to 0 only. So AB that belongs to R, for all AB belongs to A cross A. So whatever you are getting is each element of set A is related to every element of set A itself. So R is equal to A cross A. Therefore R is, that implies R is universal set on set A. So this is universal set. Identity relation. Identity relation. So let A be a set. Again we are considering the same thing. Then the relation IA is equal to AA such that A belongs to A on A is called the identity relation on A. In other words, set A is said to be identity relation on A if every element of A is related to itself only. For example, if A is given as 1, 2, 3, then IA can be given as 1, 1, 2, 2 and 3, 3. So there you can find out identity relation on set A. But R1, if we consider R1, that is 1, 1, 2, 2, and R2, if we consider this is 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3 and 1, 3, are not identity relation on A because 3, 3 that does not belongs to R1. Here 3, 3 is missing over here, and in R2 element 1 is related to element 1 and 3. So this element is related to this element, and again 1 is related to 3. So here it is more than one element it is relating, therefore it is not an identity relation. We'll consider the next one. Reflexive relation. This is a very important thing. Reflexive, symmetric, transitive and equivalence. Board used to ask questions from this relation. This is very important relation, very important. Reflexive relation. A relation R on a set A is said to be reflexive if every element of A is related to itself. But make sure this is not identity relation. Identity relation is reflexive relation, but it is not converse of the this sentence is not true. So identity can be reflexive, but not every time reflexive can be identity. Thus R is a reflexive if, or that implies AA that belongs to R for all A belongs to A. Let us example. Let A be 1, 2, 3. Then relation R can be written as 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 1, 3, 2, 1 is a reflexive relation on A. But R1, that is one more relation is given, that is A11, 1, 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2 is not a reflexive relation. We'll see why it is not. Because 2 belongs to A, but 2, 2 is not belong to R1. Here we can see 2 belongs to A, whereas this 2, 2 does not belongs to R1. That's why it is not a reflexive relation, whereas this is reflexive relation. Why? Because 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 1, 3, 2, 1, these all things, it contains all the things. So it is reflexive relation. We'll consider the next one, that is symmetric relation. Symmetric relation. A relation R on set A is said to be symmetric relation if AB that belongs to R, AB that belongs to R, that implies BA belongs to R for all AB that belongs to R, A. AB belongs to A. So symmetric means just mirror, you can say that is a mirror image. You can generally we can say about that. That is, it is said as a relation is given that A is related to B by the relation R such that, or that implies that B is related to A by the same relation for all AB that belongs to A. Or better we can understand by this, let A be let A equal to 1 2 3 4. This is the elements of the set A, and R1 and R2 be relations on A. Let us consider this R1 and R2. R1 is given as 1 3 1 4 3 1 2 2 4 1. This is said as symmetric relation on A, and relation 2, that is 1 1 2 2 3 3 1 3, not symmetric relation on A. So since 1 3 belongs to R2 but 3 1 does not belongs to R2, that means here we can see 1 3 is there, so mirror of that, that is 3 1. 1 4 is there, so mirror of that we can generally we can see that, right? 4 1 and 2 2 mirror itself, it can change itself. 1 1 is there, 2 2 is there, 3 3 is okay. 1 3 is there but 3 1 is not there, 3 1 is missing, therefore it is not symmetric, whereas this one R1 is symmetric. We'll move to the next point. Now the next relation is transitive relation, that this is also very important one as symmetric and reflexive. A be any set, then the relation A and A relation R on A is said to be a transitive relation if AB belongs to R and BC belongs to R. If both belongs to R, that implies AC belongs to R for all ABC belongs to A. Or we can say A is related to B and B is related to C. Therefore we can conclude that A is related to C for all value ABC that belongs to A. So we will consider example of that so that we can have a better understanding over there. On the set N, this is the illustration. On the set N, N is nothing but set of natural numbers. This is set of natural numbers which contains from 1 onwards, that is 1 2 3 4 and so on up to positive infinite. The relation R defines by X relation Y. The relation R defines by, that implies X is less than Y is transitive because for any X Y Z that belongs to N. Or we can write, if X is less than Y and Y is less than Z, then definitely X will be less than Z only. For example, if I consider 1 is less than 3 and 3 is less than 5, that implies 1 is less than 5, we can write. This is for example, I have considered a number. So the same thing happens over here. So this is nothing but transitive relation. So we'll solve one question. That question says, show that the relation R on the set R of all real numbers. So this is nothing but the set of real numbers. The set of real numbers defined as R such that A be such that A is less than or equal to B square, is neither reflexive nor symmetric nor transitive. So in solution we can see we have R equal to this one, AB such that A is less than or equal to B square, where AB belongs to relation R. And reflexivity, we can first we can check the reflexivity, and what it says is, we observe that 1 by 2 is less than or equal to 1 by 2 whole square. That is, say if this is A and this is B, then definitely 1 by 2 is less than or equal to 1 divided by 2 whole square is not true. Why not true? That because 1 by 2 is greater than 1 by 4, but it is saying the different sign. That's why it is not true. Therefore 1 by 2 comma 1 by 2, that does not belongs to R. So R is not reflexive. It is not reflecting itself. That's why it is not reflexive. Now coming to the symmetry, we have to check this. We observed that in the same question, -1 is less than or equal to 3 square. 3 square is nothing but 9, and definitely 9 is bigger one than -1. But 3 is less than or -1 square. Here 3 is less than or equal to -1 square. Why we are doing this is because of symmetry. We have to change itself, that A to B and B to A. That's why we are considering these things. By the definition, A relation B and B relation A should be equal. So what we are doing is this -1 3 belongs to R. This is true. This is true, but this is not true. That's why this 3 minus 1 does not belongs to R. Therefore R is not a symmetric. Transitivity also we will check. We observe that 2 is less than or equal to -3 square. Definitely that is true. This is 9, this is 2, this is true. This is -3 and -1. If we consider -3 is definitely less than -1 square, so it will become +1, and -3 definitely this is also true. But 2, that is not true. This point is not true. Why? The 2 is less than or equal to -1 square. So 2 is greater than 1, but it is saying that 2 is less than 1. So it is wrong and this is true. Therefore we can say that 2 minus 3 belongs to R and -3 -1 belongs to R, but it is not happening. This is not belongs to R, therefore R is also not transitive. So we can understand that in question it is stated that neither reflexive, not symmetric, and not transitive we need to find. So we have found that. Now coming to the next relation, that is equivalence relation. This is seventh relation, and a relation R on set A is said to be a equivalence relation A on A if it is first one reflexive, second one symmetric, and third one transitive. It should be reflexive, symmetric, and transitive at the same time, then only one relation can be said as equivalence relation. Otherwise it is not an equivalence relation. So reflexive is AA, that belongs to R for all A belongs to A. AB, that belongs to R, that implies BA belongs to R for all AB belongs to A, and AB belongs to R and BC belongs to R, that implies AC belongs to R for all ABC belongs to A. So it has to be fulfill all the criteria, that should be reflexive, symmetric, and transitive, then only the relation is said to be equivalence relation, otherwise not. And we'll solve a question on this. Question: let A, that is 1 2 3 up to 9, it is given as a set A, and R be the relation in A cross A defined by AB related to CD by relation R if AB equals BC. For AB CD in A cross A, prove that R is an equivalence relation. We need to prove. So we will see that it is given that a set is given, and also we know that this is nothing but subset of natural number. The set of natural number, okay, to show R is equivalence relation. Reflexivity, we have to prove that reflexivity, that set or relation whatever they have given is reflexive, symmetric, and transitive, then only we will say that this relation is equivalence relation. So let AB be an arbitrary element of A cross A. First of all, we are